Hey everyone, this is Alex from Ninja Teacher, and in this video today I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory of why I decided to come to Korea. And this is because I get this question fairly often, getting asked why I decided to come here to Korea of all places to teach English of all things. So I'm going to go and tell you why I decided to, my story with that, and then go ahead and give you a couple of tips on how to decide if coming to Korea is the right thing for you. So when I was in university, I set a goal that within the next 5 years, I wanted to be living abroad, traveling the world, and doing something cool and exciting. Because the idea of a desk job and living, from paycheck to paycheck, just through routine daily life, just really wasn't appealing to me. So I set this goal for within 5 years' time, and straight after university I decided to work on a project that I could build a business and make that happen. And that was okay, that went fairly well, but me and my partner that I was working with at the time kind of got to a point where we weren't really happy with the direction that I was going in. So we were at a point where we were a bit disheartened about everything and weren't sure what to do. And right about that time, a friend of mine was going to Thailand to teach English. So I actually called her up the day she was leaving, spoke to her on the phone, and as she was on her way to the airport, and said goodbye. And when I put down the phone, I thought about it for a bit and I was like, wow, that's actually something kind of cool. And I'd never really considered doing it myself. I'd heard about people teaching English in Asia and abroad. So I kind of was thinking about it a little bit, and then a few hours later, a good friend of mine, a high school friend of mine who I've known forever, he sends me a message saying, hey man, do you want to come teach English in Korea with me? And right in that moment, I was like, okay, why not? And I said to him, sure, let's do it. So in that moment, I just decided like that. It was something I was going to do. I knew very little about it. I'd seen a couple of other friends post some stuff on Facebook. A couple of people that I kind of knew had come over here. So I knew a little bit, but hardly anything at all. So then after that, of course, I got into the whole process of figuring everything out, seeing if it was actually really something I wanted to do. And the more I read up about it and found out about it, the more and more I liked the idea of doing it, and I just decided to get the ball rolling. So things like great salary, opportunity to travel around, opportunity to live in a new country and experience a new culture and new exciting things, as well as, of course, teaching and helping people out and making a difference. I really like that idea too. So it seemed like a great thing, and since I came here, I really haven't regretted it. It's been, of course, ups and downs like anything, like life, but I haven't regretted it, and it's been a great thing. So that is my kind of little story there. And also what I'd suggest is 2 tips on how to decide whether this is the right thing for you to do. Okay, so the first tip that I would give you is to first get a general idea of if coming to Korea is something that you want to do, if it's something that resonates with you, if it's something that excites you. So maybe you've read up a bit about it, maybe you've watched some videos, maybe you've seen some of the ones I've done or other people have done, and you've got the sense of what Korea might be like and what teaching in Korea might be like. Well, does that idea excite you? Is it something that you would want to do? What is your initial response to it? Because if you're not excited about the idea, if you're just kind of thinking, well, I've heard some people go there and they can save a lot of money, then I wouldn't recommend doing this, because it's got to be something that at least intrigues you. You may not even know enough about it yet to really have that, I really want to do this feeling, but at least have some kind of curiosity about it. And then if you read up more and you find out more, you really want to get that sense of it's something that you really want to do and that you feel like it would be something great to do. Okay, so that's the first thing. I think that's really important, and that will give you a sense of if it's something that you should go ahead with. Because if it's not, then yeah, just don't even consider it, you know. But I think a lot of people do get to that point where they're like, wow, that sounds cool. So then the next step then would be to consider if it's something that you can practically do. So is this something that you can afford to do? Is your life situation set up so that you can come over to Korea and teach English and leave everything behind? Is it something that sounds good from a personality point of view? Do you think you're enough of an individual to up and leave and go to a new country not knowing anyone and are able to adjust to that? Are you independent? Do you have a lot of responsibilities that you can't leave? You got to ask yourself all these questions and see if it's something that is practical and that you can get around doing and make that commitment to come over here. So of course, if you can and you're willing to come over and take in everything that comes with that, like I mentioned, there's ups and downs too. You know, there's different food you may not adjust so well to. The people are different, the culture is different. So you have to be willing to take all that in with what you get, and you have to be in the right situation where you can leave everything at home behind, at least for a year, and come over here. You want to do it, and it's something that you can practically do from a logistical point of view, then I think that's enough to make a decision that it is something that you could potentially do. And at that point, you can make the decision, and then it's just a matter of finding out what to do and how to go about doing it. So I wouldn't get yourself too stressed about how to do it and the whole process of it until you've made the decision that it is potentially something you want to do. So after that, then you can look into the whole process, how it goes, all the logistics of it. And you know, that's all the members of the Ninja Teacher community are in that stage where they've figured out that it's something they want to do, and now they're just hustling to go ahead and make it happen. Then you can look into the job options, how to choose the best job option, all the other logistics of the whole coming over process. But for now, make that decision, decide if it's something you want to do, and if it is, that's exciting. It's a cool process, it's a journey getting over here and experiencing life here in Korea. So hopefully that was helpful in helping you out with deciding. Try to sit down and spend a little bit of time thinking about those things, and if it is the case, then you can check out my other videos about how to actually get going with that. You can contact me, and hopefully you'll come over to Korea and have a great time, if it is something that you want to do. All right, so have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.